Now I would like to give the floor to Mr. R.Kols, the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee of Sejm of Latvia, and next will be Mr. Teo Franken. Please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, Your Excellencies, dear colleagues. First of all, I wanted to thank Lietuvos Seimas for organizing this event, Žygimantas, especially for you, to gathering also the chairs of the Foreign Affairs Committee. Madam Speaker, in your opening remarks for this gathering, you mentioned that there won't be a declaration, there will be a summary after this meeting. Well, I have to say there's great news yesterday. On arrival for all the speakers to Vilnius, the 22 chairs from the 20 NATO member states came out with a very straightforward joint statement on Vilnius summit in relation to Ukraine, calling for a clear expression of invitation for Ukraine to join NATO. I call everyone to echo this message wide and broad. So there is already a strong momentum building prior to the Vilnius summit, and I hope we can deliver. We can deliver, not produce more paper, but really tangible results, and this time tangible results for Ukraine. This said, of course, there are still necessities in our region as well. I do call for the Vilnius summit as well to already talk about the new defense plan for the Baltic region, that since our colleagues from Scandinavia are joining the family, Finland is already there, Sweden is about to join. In relation to Sweden, again, I'll be straightforward. It's a shame that in some NATO member states, where political parties are enjoying absolute majority, they fail to deliver on ratification of Swedish accession to NATO. It is a shame, and it doesn't look good. But with this said, of course, I wanted to talk on not only in relations to our region, where we are right now, Baltics, not the eastern flank, but also the global south. As rightly mentioned, the axis of evil are gaining momentum. It's not only Russia that is undermining international rules-based order. It is Iran, it is China, and those authoritarian regimes, we might, ridiculate that they don't have the power. But then again, let me just mention one organization that for 10 years or so for its existence was really tarnished to, it's unimportant, but it's gaining momentum. It's the BRICS. And let me remind you, BRICS, compiles altogether almost, I think, even more than half of the world's population. And it is something that we have to start thinking about right now, how we get along and how we counter the building danger that is coming from this particular organization. Last but not least, since, well, it's chair's prerogative, the foreign affairs on the joint statement in relation to Ukraine, but I hope the whole alliance shares our view. But in the meantime, it would be also odd to see that in Vilnius summit, we extend official invitation for Ukraine to join NATO while we still have in force Russia-NATO Council Founding Act that is still in force. Doesn't show us something is wrong? Shouldn't we address, again, that's an elephant in the room at some point. And we should address that as well, that it's not normal. That we are fighting the aggressor. We have designated as aggressor towards NATO in a strategic concept, but we still have in force a document, a legal document, binding document, by the way, which is called the NATO-Russia Council Founding Act. It's not okay. Last but not least, one thing that I really wanted to share with you, it's the axiom, actually, when it comes to Russia, Kremlin, Putin. Really, nothing provokes more Putin than show of weakness and fear. That is what he really feeds on. And with this, I would conclude with Marie Curie. She once said that there's nothing in life to be afraid. It is only to be understood. So what I really commend to all us is, let us understand more so we can fear less. Thank you once again for organizing this very important meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much.